アリアピー、こんにちはとこんばんはとおはようございます皆様。It is a black screen. I know. I don't know why that is. But it's okay. Let's ignore that a little bit further because I do have a Zatsu to tell anyways. Hello my lovely citizens. Thank you so much again for coming at short notice once more. Thank you so much for dropping by this once again. Another gorilla stream. Of course, I want to say thank you to all the early birds in the chat right now. I want to say hello to Nimby, Idol, Dagana, Tri-Edge, Skystar, Frog Knight, Lobster T-shirt, Cinos, what else am I missing? Fang Fearsome, hello. What is happening to my remote play? It's bugging, and I'm going to be pissed if it's bugging tonight because I just want to play Resident Evil. Hello, please? Don't tell me this is just going to be a Zatsu stream and I call it a day. Oh my gosh, I swear this let's go here for a moment. Hold on. I think the game is being very silly right now. Hold on. For some reason it refuses. I de-seed. No. My remote play is bugged. Hold on. I am so sorry once again. I have no idea why this is going on. I wanted to use the Resident Evil stuff as my backdrop, like the creepy music, because I do have a Zatsu to tell. I do have a story to tell, and it's quite the story. I'm really excited. Oh, there it is. It's back. Okay. I think it's back. Is it back? Is it? There it is! Yay! Poggers! Okay. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys have been doing well. I hope you guys have been doing okay. I just got here and now it's scuffed. I know. Don't blame me. Blame the equipment, the hardware. It's still not as stable as I want it to be. Hi everybody. I have a story to tell, but first I want to check in on everybody. Let's just say, don't worry, I'm safe, even though I experienced something sort of like horrifying. I did something that is not in my character. I did something that is not... What's the word? Something that I don't really do. I've never done this thing ever before in my entire life. Don't worry, I didn't do any crime or whatever. Before you guys jump into conclusions, okay? It's before I get into that, of course, I wanna ask everybody how is everybody's week today? So far, it is a Thursday. Tomorrow, TGIF, jumping, something that I don't usually. I would say I jump a lot when I'm excited. I jump. Story time. I do have only 3 pictures, unfortunately. I didn't get to take a lot of pictures because there is a very valid reason why I didn't get to take pictures, but I'm excited to do some short show and tell. Did you bungee jump or something? I did not. Okay, that's too much, I feel. Okay, I'm not there yet. Stressful as fuck, but surviving. Hang in there, everybody. Hang in there. I know the world's really crazy right now, but hang in there, shikari. It's a cockroach. No, I did not do anything with a cockroach. I did not eat a cockroach, if that is... let's just say, if I knew what I was getting into, I would surely hesitate in saying yes to this excursion. Okay, fine. I keep, like, what if I'm building this up only for you guys to be like, well, that's easy, Aria. Like that's not really a big deal. I'll just say it. Oh my god, my thing is bugging. Like, it would disconnect. I guess it's just Zatsuing, huh? It's Zatsu tonight, huh? I don't like this chat. I might have to... Okay. Why is my PS5 disconnecting? That's not a good sign. Maybe let's just do a full-on Zatsu. How about that, chat? Maybe let's just do a full-on Zatsu at this rate. このままじゃ。ですね。 Like at this rate, yeah, it seems that my internet is having issues today, which is not very good for my PS5. You like to consume Zatsu? Okay, you know what? Let's just make this a full-on Zatsu. I apologize for those of you that are looking forward to the Resident Evil stream. Not gonna lie, I'm getting a little sad that spoilers are getting to me, but I've yet to make progress. And at the end of this stream, I may have to sort of like maybe call it and decide whether or not I still want to continue Resident Evil on stream or not, because it's I'm getting like really sad. Yeah, it seems that I'm losing connection and I don't know why, which is weird because I'm on a wired connection. Anyway, since we're doing a full Zatsu on this instead, let me go back here real quickly. ちょっと待って. I'll just do a full-on Zatsu if that's the case. Grr. ちょっと待っててね、みんな. I am doing what I can. Maybe I'll switch it up later. Maybe we'll check later, but I don't know. I am feeling a little sad because I can't seem to play this damn game, and I waited years for this game, you know? I waited so long for this, for it to only disappoint me. But anyway, I don't want this thing to be ruined, you know, this thing, the whole Zatsu what we have together. So I will have my full form while I tell this story, because I think it's a lot. Maybe it's okay to Zatsu. Okay, I'll just put a so sorry PS5 or net acting up. Might postpone or cancel RE9 and just Zatsu today. Okay. For those of you that have been looking forward to it, I really do apologize. Apologize. ちょっと待って. Let me just fix things up. I'm trying to like change everything back to my normal settings. So I thank you guys for being patient with me. It feels like every time I turn on the stream, something... No, actually, my scuff is only when I do my PS5 streams, to be fair. I have no... Sadly, I wish I have admin powers to find out what truly is happening, but I do not have jurisdiction when it comes to that section. I appreciate everybody's patience, by the way. Thank you so much. I will, at least it's Zatsu, you know what I mean? It's always fun doing Zatsu streams. I love Zatsuing with my lovely citizens, so this is still perfect. Even though we're not exactly getting the thing that we are looking forward to today, because I know horror streams are always fun, so I'm always a scaredy cat. Okay. Okay, let's go over here. Am I here? Hello. Hi, my lovely citizens. Oh my god, it's like anew. It's like I opened the stream. It's like I restarted streaming again. Okay, I don't have YouTube Premium, lol, so it's a little quiet right now because there's no background music. But yeah, I suppose this is fine too, you know, doing a little bit of a Zatsu first. And doing a little check-in. Okay, let's do this. Okay. So what did I do? The other day, I hiked a mountain for the very first time at night. I hiked for the very, very first time in the evening. And it was one of the scariest experiences I've ever encountered in my entire life. I didn't know what I was getting into when when I read the details of this event. It felt like hiking wasn't the... It felt like I thought I was just going to... You know when you wanna you know how in Japan there are multiple shrines in a mountain, right? And usually it's a lot of stairs, but usually these stairs are, you know, like they're concrete stairs that are very comfortable. It's tiring, but they lead the way up, but they go around, or sometimes they're steep, but they're still stairs. Yeah, no, like there were stairs, but it was different paths. Sometimes there were no stairs, they were just rocks. So yes, I did that, but it's only because I didn't know what I was getting into. So here's some context. So I saw the event. It was more focused on stargazing. So I thought it was a stargazing event, and then the details said that you just need to climb a certain like length or whatever, and this is for children. Like this hike is for children. So I'm like, perfect. I don't hike ever, and if it's for children, if a child can do it, then I can do it too. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So I don't think that was for children. I really, really don't think that was for children. No, you're not young anymore. Yep, stargazing will definitely lead you to somewhere dark. So it feels like, what's the word? I am afraid of the dark. I am afraid of insects. I am afraid of falling heights. I'm afraid of a lot of things, but for some reason I was exposed to all of those things at the same time. That's exactly, just because it's for children is to make it easier, but I wasn't expecting it to be easy. I was expecting it to be tiring physically, but not like dangerous, where if you make a wrong move, you can actually like genuinely injure yourself and maybe even die. Like, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. So, oh my god, this is so silly. So basically, what do you call this? It's my bestie's birthday, last month, but we never got to celebrate. But she wanted to do this. But I'm like, oh, stargazing, that sounds cool. You know what? I'm down. So I went with her, but slots were really filled up for this hiking thingy. So that's why it only happened like around this month. And I didn't expect how tiring it is. I thought it was gonna be a leisure walk like stairs, like normal stairs. But anyway, it's a birthday celebration, so of course, gotta support the gang. It's one of those easy sounding side quests, but yes, it had a question mark difficulty. My first hike was at 4 a.m. and made it to summit at 7. Traffic? What do you mean by like human traffic or like actual vehicle traffic? But anyway, so there were a lot of us in that hike. It was a group of like 15, around that, 16. Yeah, there were a lot of us when we went there. It was a group of 16. And so we wore our helmets, right? And then we were instructed to wear this, what do you call this? Light. I do. Okay, honestly, if I had known what the hike was going to look like, maybe I would have told her, maybe no. Maybe no. If I had known that that was going to be the hike, I would have told her, like, respectfully, let's do a normal birthday gathering. Anyway, so we wore our helmets, right? And then there was like a light thingy, and the instructor told us to only use a red light. It's pitch black dark, by the way, guys. This is around... We started our hike around 10 p.m. Okay, we started our hike around 10 p.m. I feel like the music's a little loud. We started our hike around 10 p.m. And... what do you call this? And so... the instructor was like, you only have to use a red light because anything else will disturb the animals, the nocturnal animals that is roaming around the vicinity. And then the instructor goes, actually, we just saw a snake. Actually kind of alarming, but it's okay. Haha. Anyway, sign this waiver. Hi, Jesse. Welcome. Oh my god, I was like, I mean, what if, here's the scariest part, right? What if I touch a tree, grab onto a branch for support, and it's a snake? It's a snake. Actually, that is correct, Gilbert. They said there's, you know that cat that poops, coffee beans? I think they have those there. They have bats. They have snakes. They've got monkeys. They've got like the whole, wildlife shebang. By the way, there are creatures here that may take you away for that reason. We'll need this waiver. You just know something's up if you have to sign a waiver. Exactly. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is just for stuff, like whatever, right? Yes, civet cats. Yes. So that place also had civet cats. Oh my god, guys. I swear, whenever I think about what I went through, it's kind of like, holy moly, like, oh my god. So the first thing that we had to go through is this bridge. And I was kind of like in the middle of the pack. The people behind me were kind of saying shit like, in Tagalog, okay, like, oh my god, it's so scary here, like I'm really scared, like ayoko na. Like even the people behind me were like kind of scared because we went through this long bridge that was swaying back and forth and we couldn't see what's below. And mind you, this is just the beginning of the trail. And then maybe after like, I don't know, 20 minutes, I was lagging behind. I was like stopping and like breathing like so I was really tired and I'm like, damn, this is what I get for like being a gamer and like playing video games all day and fucking touching grass at night. Hello, Sleepy Doodle. Hello. Was it a wooden bridge suspended in the dark? It is a wooden bridge, correct. It is a wooden bridge suspended in the dark. That is correct, Frog Knight. Imagine you return with one extra person. They have the waivers to keep count of the people who join. Wait, that's so creepy. And that's literally, I'm reading this horror book. It's a Tagalog horror book, but basically it's kind of like Among Us, where they go to the mountains and then there's no signal, and then they get chased by like rabid wolves, and then the Bida finds out that her classmates, when they all went up the mountain, are being slowly replaced by shapeshifters, and she doesn't know who to trust. So anyway, so when me and my bestie got there, we didn't have any signal at all, and I was like, damn, this is like a horror movie in the making. Not gonna lie, like there's 16 students like Dangan Rampa, and then holy shit, what if we get? Did you get cramps? Yes. I did. I had body pain for 2 days because of that. I didn't cramp up though. Thankfully, no, I didn't cramp up while hiking. The guy doesn't want to come. Look, we're like, Kusama, the 16th student, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. And you know what's super funny, right? Like, so this is during the instruction phase. Like, this is before I crossed the bridge. And then the girlie, the instructor, was like, hey, let's all introduce ourselves so that not only do we take home memories of the place, but also the memories of the people that we traveled with. And then, so I was up first. And then the instructor was like, okay, let's start with you. And then we're all seated, right? And I fucking stood up. Like, I shot up because I was like so fucking excited for stargazing. I shot up, I stood up. I'm like, hi, my name is Aria Synth. And the instructor went, you don't need to stand up. You don't need to stand up. And I'm like, but I already stood up. I looked at all of the people that I had to introduce myself to, and I went, I'm already committed to the bid. I'm already standing up. So anyway. Oh my god, guys, I swear, that experience, I feel like I was in a horror comedy movie. I swear. Hello, villain in glasses. She went incho mode, so you don't have to stand up. Like, yeah, I did went incho mode. I'm already committed to the bit, whatever. And so when it came to the next person to introduce themselves, they're like, in Tagalog, I'll say this in Tagalog first, di ko kaya mamatch yung energy niya. Oh, it's so funny. No, so anyway, that is important for this entire story. This is why I don't want to. So anyway, so the instructor goes, make sure to stick close together as a group, okay? Because there are many, many paths. It's so easy to get lost, and it's so easy to get lost, and there's not only one way to get to a certain point. So be careful. Make sure to stick close together. Fast forward to when I am going, doing all that, and so I was so scared that I might be super weak, and what if my heart gives in? What if my lungs give in? There's so many things that I was overthinking that I decided to slow down my pace. Good thing I wasn't alone. My bestie was following my pace even though they didn't need to. Held hands with someone on the train. Oh my god. Wait. Let me finish the story because there's so many things that happened. Holy shit. So anyway, since me and my bestie's trail pace is so slow, but only it was just me. Honestly, it was just me. Before that, we went to this resting place and we bumped into a batch before us. And there was a Lola. And I'm like, okay, hike is for 8-year-old children. And there's literally a Lola that finished the trail. Surely, if a Lola and a child can do the trail, I can do it too. A grandmother. If a grandmother can do it, I can do it too. I bet. Even though I play video games all day, even though I sit around all day, surely. Yeah, that's pretty standard. Never leave anyone behind. So, funny story, because me and my bestie, let's call her Alice. Me and Alice were so freaking slow. We got left behind. And eventually, we saw a fork. We saw multiple paths. And I'm like, Alice, are you sure this is the right way? And then she goes, yeah, there's only one way. And I'm like, in my mind, that's not what the instructor said. That's not what the instructor said, just that grandma walks up and down the mountain. Maybe. Anyway, so there's another fork road. And I'm like, there's a fork road that both leads upwards. And the upwards thing weren't stairs anymore. And I'm like, what do we do? Like, do we just stay put and wait for somebody to like rescue us? I think we're lost. And then all of a sudden, maybe like when I chose a path, I was like looking at the leaves like, maybe these leaves, are they undisturbed? Have they been disturbed as of yet? Like, I was trying to be, trying to be a survivor, like a Girl Scout or whatever. This is exactly how slasher films stop. I am here and I am okay. Why rescue? No, because we got lost and we were afraid that if we moved further and further, we might we might get even more lost. So good thing we took our sweet time deciding where to go, because I was analyzing the leaves on the floor, right? I don't think that helped. And I was like, this left path looks like this is where they came from. And then behind us, we saw from where we came from, there's like a white light. And it was a ranger coming to look for us. And then the ranger's like, oh, we've been looking for you. Like, they're already in the cave and this is actually not the right way. Actually, you went past the correct way already, but since you're already here, this is a shorter path. And so I continued the path that I chose. And what the ranger said, he said, the other path was longer and correct, but this is the harder path, but it's shorter. And guys, it was really fucking hard. Like, they weren't stairs anymore, like, deliberate stairs. I had to step on ledges and rocks, on like rock formations, and hold tree branches and ropes hanging on like trees so that I can climb up very steep walls. And I was touching every branch, every rock to get support, because it's pitch black down there. And I feel like if I made the wrong move, I think I might pass away. Not gonna lie. IRL peak experience. Yeah, dude, I was in peak. And I was so scared. I think I couldn't make like one of the climbs. I had to peek it up and actually grab support from Kuya Ranger, because dude, I don't think if I didn't, grab his hand to pull myself up, I don't think I'm gonna make it. So I had to I had to reach out to Kuya Ranger's hand, and I was able to lift myself up. I did lose the 50-50 fork road. We both did. It was super, super scary. And then all the dangerous spots, the kuya would stop just to wait for us and be like, take care, be careful at this part. And I'm like, Kuya Ranger, I can see that. It's so scary. And then we had to cross like small bridges that, you know how on one side it's rock and the other side is just like air or like nothing. So you had to lean on like the rocks and stuff like that. Well, anyway, we reached, guys, I was so scared. I want to say that I could have touched the snake, but I will say the fear of dropping down was more was more what's the word? I was more scared of falling down than touching insects. And that's exactly what happened to me. I cannot count how many spider webs I touched in that hike and how I ruined their homes. I'm so sorry. My multiple cousins that I wrecked their homes, and then I think I was so scared that I think maybe twice in a row that I touched like multiple spider webs, that I was so afraid. I panicked that something was on my head. I'm like, it's like something's on my head. Like I panicked like low-key, like, oh my god, something's in my head, and it won't like it won't like be what's the word? It won't get off. And it turns out it's just my hair that's stuck in between like my helmet. Just like the bridge in RE4. And yes, exactly, that's exactly how it was. The first hike I did actually have 12 peaks. Ayo, peak? If it helps you at all, Ranger's son would have known how to keep snakes away. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I think anyone would be scared of falling an insect. I was also afraid of falling insects. Like, what if I tugged on this tree and then stuff fell on me? You're legit scared. For me, I fear the trail, walk and make that happened to me. Not the entire path collapsing, by the way. But you know how some trails, it's just rocks sticking together, or like one big like rock, and then it's not really, it's like slowly falling apart. So there was this one rock like going down, I think, where I stepped on it going down and my entire foot slid. But it's like, I don't know, I think these shoes that I bought them in Takeshita Street, by the way. I don't even know if the shoes that I brought were hiking shoes. I don't think so. I bought them for walking in Japan, not for hiking, but I don't have any hiking shoes, and I didn't even know what I was getting into. So of course that I would wear and I didn't buy any hiking shoes. I just bought like walking shoes, like for concrete, not for multiple textures on land. So my foot slid, but I think I made sure that my foot is like giga curved, so it would hug like the edges of the rock I slipped onto. And I was legitimately afraid. Like, I felt like my life flashed before my eyes. What is this? Yes, it's exactly it. Yes, I brought city walking shoes to a hiking, and to be fair, I didn't know what I was getting into. Imagine grabbing a rope, but it turns out it's this thing. That's exactly what I was thinking. If the bottom didn't look like jagged tire tracks, nah, it's not for muddy soil. It wasn't muddy. It's more like sometimes some of the rocks are kind of slippery. You know what I mean? Like some of the ground is sort of slanted diagonally, so it's easy to slip. So that's what happened to me. So we went through caves. We went through in between rock formations, uneven, like janky rock steps, just sand. Went through scary bridges. I will show you now one of the photos. Okay, so this is my POV, and this is exactly why I told you guys that it's a legitimate horror experience, because I will show you guys what I see. Oh my god, there's two of me. Wait. Okay, this is supposed to be my RE stream, right? But I prepared the photos here. Photo number 1. This is my POV. This is exactly why I couldn't take photos, because it's pitch black. Isn't this so freaking scary? This is the bridge that I had to cross, and those are figures of human beings. Don't worry, that's not an alien, although I kind of wish it was. Of course not. Who said that? Are you two listening in? It looks like a horror book cover, right? I took this photo, and this is one of the bridges. We had to cross multiple bridges, but this is one of them. It's a horror pic. It's like a horror game, right? So I'm like, I can't believe I did this. And the hike The hike was broken down to multiple parts. Why are you in early Resident Evil games? It is scary, right? It is super scary. The dark is super scary. Like, you can only see maybe 3 steps ahead of you with the red light they were giving you. But everywhere else, if your headlight doesn't point at that direction, you're basically enveloped with darkness. I mean, it's a full group, so everybody had their red lights. So this is the kind of light that we were recommended so it doesn't disturb the animals that are trying to sleep. So one of the bridges, again, it's so hard to take photos at night. Red light has the weakest luminosity, so photos like this would be a thing. So desu yo. So we are when we reach the peak, I guess, to do stargazing. It was 600 meters above sea level from what I know. I don't know if that's impressive, I'll be honest. It doesn't sound impressive, but the hike going there where it varied in difficulty, and we accidentally went to the most difficult, one of the most difficult one. If that's a suspension bridge, it sways. I might not be able to cross it if it was me. It's a suspension bridge. It is a suspension bridge, and it swayed so much. All the bridges that we had to cross were suspension bridges, and they moved so much. And mind you, at that day, it was super windy. So not only all of us like crossing the bridge, it's also like the wind swaying. And I think this is one of the longest bridges that we had to cross. I can't believe I went through this. I just wanted, when I was there, I wanted to sort of like get it over with. Like, this is terrifying, but also I kind of get what adrenaline, the addiction to adrenaline does to you. Because when I was doing this, I was terrified AF, but it's kind of exciting. Like, you know, like, whoa, at any moment, you know, something bad might happen. No, I'm kidding. But it felt good to go through this scary stuff. Just act like Leon and say your one-liners. True. Going up is definitely terrifying. I think when we reached peak, there were 2 bridges that we had to cross, and it was incredibly scary. That one was not a suspension bridge, but it's definitely the highest one in that trail. At least it doesn't shake. But I don't know, the railings were not as high, and you could like sort of fall if you're not careful. If somebody pushes you, you could actually fall. There are some bridges in this trail where there are gaps. There are gaps on the floor. So if you're not careful and if you don't look below you, you could like get your feet stuck, your entire leg stuck. If you're not careful, if like you go, you shoot down, you're not gonna fall, but your entire leg will probably shoot inside. I will say though, I think if I did this during the daytime, I would be more scared. I think the the absence of information of how high up we are helped a lot in me getting through all of this scary stuff. So, you know, maybe it's good to do night hikes because you actually don't know how high up you guys are, and it's just pitch black. It's literally just pitch black, guys. Like, I mean, there's sometimes the moon illuminates you, but during the lower parts of this hike where it's just you're just surrounded by trees, it's really, really dark. It's really, really dark. What else? I mean, I went here to stargaze, but it was the moon out, so I took this photo. I'm really proud of this, by the way. I only took this using my phone. I'm proud of this shot. Like, it feels like there's so many layers. It feels like the moon is sucking the power, which is the clouds or something like that. There are more pictures, but this I feel like is the better one. like my favorite shot. I couldn't take a picture of the stars, but as you can see, there are 4 stars in that photo. Yeah, I moon gazed instead of stargazing. Joke. We did stargazing. And it was like this educational tour where there's a teacher teaching you about stars. That is not a star. It is a moon. It is a moon. It is a moon, but there are 3 stars here. See? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There are stars. There are 4 stars. Or 5 stars actually in the photo. But it was kind of cloudy, so it was really hard to check the stars out. Oh my god! Thank you so much for the super! ありがとうございます。Oh my god, wait. It's catching up. Frog Night, thank you. 本当に感謝しています。ありがとうございます。Thank you. Thank you so much. Congrats to Aria for getting together to touch grass, leaves, branches, spiders, and whatever else she might not be aware of. Thank you. I may have touched, oh my god, I think I touched like moss or there was a very interesting texture that I touched, and I don't think I've ever touched it before. It was on a rock. It was like both smooth and rough at the same time, but it's kind of wet. Arigato. Maybe this has unlocked something in me, you know. Maybe I'll hike some more and show my lovely synthesms, my adventures. It kind of looks like you took the photo. I know. I think it seems like I took this while I was in an airplane, but I wasn't. I was at the peak of a mountain. My images are Aria kiss the ground. Oh my gosh. When I finally reached the bottom, I slowed down a little bit more. There was a portion of the hike where we didn't have our helmets anymore because they were all borrowed from the from the tour, and so but there's still maybe like a 10-minute walk back to like where the main road is. So we had to use like our cell phone lights, but it was really dark. Like there's literally like no civilization and stuff. Loki, it looks like what you see when when you pull a 5-star. So it seems like it was really hard going down as well, because there are upwards what do you call this? There were places where you still had to go up. And I think the path going down had the longest bridge. So that was really terrifying. There was even a bridge where it was definitely suspended in a way that it was next to rocks. Like, you know how on this side it's just rocks and trees, and then on the right it's just a cliff. You know what I mean? There was this one bridge that's sort of like that, but it wasn't as long as the photo that I showed you guys. Like a cow. It was a really nice tour, because when you reach the cave, so the trail is kind of like 45-minute hike, and then you take a break in a cave where they serve you bibingka and what do you call this? Like those Filipino snacks, and there's hot cocoa, and then there's s'mores. Like you can I never got to try like the s'mores stuff because I was carrying a lot of I was just so uncomfortable moving around, you know, for some reason. So there was merienda. Yes, there was s'mores. So I was just watching people do their s'mores thing. Yep, they got bibingka up in the mountain. What else? So after that, I think it's a 30-minute hike up to the actual second highest peak of that mountain. We didn't go to the highest one. We only got to the second highest. And then... Is there some fog? We didn't get to see any fog. I think it was very hard. Well, if you guys managed to find out what trail this is, Himitsu da yo. Cannot confirm nor deny desu. But yeah, there is what do you call this? There is a 30-minute hike up into the second peak, and that was really scary too, because I think even though there were railings surrounding the peak, I think some of the rocks are deforming, so there's a big gap. Okay, so actually I kind of want to draw. I wonder if I can draw an MS Paint. You know what I mean? I kind of want to draw how it looks like. But let me draw so I can paint you guys a picture. Picture. Painting a picture. So railings. You can't see it right now. Actually, hold on. Maybe I can just draw this real time. Lamau. Let's go back here. And we'll go back here. What is MS Paint? Is that a window capture? MS Paint. MS Paint. It can't be seen. What the smelly? Ba't di kita yung MS Paint? Teka. Maybe it's not MS Paint. Oh, sorry. Maybe it's not... Game Capture? MS Paint. Baka Game Capture. Baka gusto niya ng game. Oh yeah, it is MS Paint. Okay. So... Oh, Are, doko? Oh, there. So this is the railings, right? Ba. And this is the rock. There's like a, if you slip, you're dead. This is the surface, and this is danger. Fuck, I can't draw an arrow, guys, but this is danger. This is a hole. That's a hole. So the rocks are starting to deform. So it's kind of like that, and then there's like a bench here, I think. Oh my god, there's like a bench here, like a bench. So I tried my best to like just sit here, but like grab this, like grab very tight. No, because everything was taken. Like there are some people that laid on the rocks like over to the other side, but I just like I'm like holding on. It's the only seat available, because so the funny thing is there's a much worse like bench. There's a bench like right here, and it was sort of like sinking along this fucking rock. So I'm like, this is the best bench versus like this one where it's kind of like going down. So I decided to just sit over at the better bench, but I was next to a hole. Is this side view? It's sort of like front view. I think this is sort of like front view, because yeah, sort of like front view. Yeah. I think it's probably due to the rain and stuff like that, but that's how it looked like. What else happened? Yeah, we went through caves as well. That was really cool. Hello, Miri Leps. Yeah, unfortunately it's Zatsu only, because, well, it's not really my Resident Evil. It's my internet, or maybe it's my PS5 decided to be a little shit right now. So I'm really frustrated. There is a chance that I might just play ahead, because I want to play Resident Evil. I'm getting spoiled. I've waited for this game for so long. It's probably one of the best Resident Evils in so long. So I'm getting really stressed about it. But anyway, I will say, it's an experience and there's nothing like it. I mean, hiking is already something fascinating. But hiking at night, damn, Aria, you little daredevil, you. I don't think it's for children. I don't think it's for children, I will say. Like, I think the minimum age is 8 years old, I think. They could, like, I don't know, man, like, one wrong move, I think they could, like, they could, you know what I mean? They could, but I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself that I survived. I think children will have fun, but it's really dark. They could make a wrong move, I think. And then there's gaps on some of the bridges, so if I say maybe your foot would get stuck, maybe if they're not a very they're like a small child, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hi, Aria. I was about to go to sleep. Good night. Oh, okay, good night, Tara. Good night. I've had to hike at like 1 to 3 a.m. Couldn't see the bottom of the ravine, so I could... Right? It's exhilarating. It's wonderful. It's exhilarating. It's just... Congrats on your first summit. Maybe an actual mountain next. Maybe... I'm still contemplating if I want to do another hike. But maybe not anytime soon. The next day, my legs were killing me. Oh, by the way, never again. So it's a nighttime hike, right? But because I thought the hike was just like kind of climbing the stairs and not like you know, baby Lara Croft edition, my vessel decided to take up well, not really decided, but more like, oh, you know, it's okay if there's a scheduled hike and a scheduled shift that day. So she worked from 1 to 6 p.m. that day, and then Boogs went to the hike. So she was extremely exhausted because we thought it was going to be a casual hike. So she worked an afternoon shift and went to the hike. Amazing. Wonderful. You're so smart, Vessel. You're so smart. Why did you have to do that? Why? I mean, to be fair, we know why, right? Like, we did not anticipate the difficulty of hiking and nighttime. I was told to sleep first before the hike. Yes, which is why I was like suffering. Like, which is why I lagged behind multiple times. Which is why I was like... There were some steps that I thought that I could die, right? But I was so excited to get it over with. But so, which is why I would talk out loud like, don't be greedy, take it slow, it's okay. It's okay to take it slow. I wasn't in full energy. I wasn't. Like, now next time, if I were to hike next time, I should. I really should. Rest before a hike. Not what I did where I commuted to work. Oh my god, I commuted to work in very it's so hot in the Philippines. Ang galing. Yeah, casual hike. It was definitely a trek and with some steep, like, I don't know, steep baby Lara Croft obstacle course. I wouldn't say exhilarating. Let's just say the wind decided to donate my limited edition tag. Wait, no, you lost that? No, Frog Knight, no. I think the night and mountain trip should have at least made you stop and think for a bit. I thought okay, as a when my vessel was a child, there was this hill that she used to climb. But the thing is, okay, so that's what I imagined it was going to be. So when she was a child, like maybe around grade school, no, high school. Grade school or high school? Or both, grade school and high school. There's this mountain that she liked to climb. But the difference between this hike and that hike is that just imagine a concrete road going encircling a hilltop, basically. So that was air quote the hike that she went to, and that is the hike that I thought I was going to do. I was wrong. It was very different to what I imagined. Does sleeping 2 to 4 hours count as enough? Definitely not. I think you need 8 hours of sleep. Hello, PC dieted, so I watch on my... Okay, Cold Run. I agree. Hiking at nighttime is so much better because of the heat. I think I definitely prefer hiking at nighttime, I will say, but... You know, I think something that you'll miss hiking in the daytime is seeing the scenery. You can take better photos because there's better lighting. You can see the fauna and flora much better. Like, I didn't see any flowers because, you know, it's freaking dark. Mountain had beef attack and no. Mountain told Harada. What if a monkey probably got it and wore it, you know, like, oh, cool hat. Cool hat. But that was my experience. It was really cool. I really enjoyed that one. I want to do it again for sure. But maybe not anytime soon. Maybe like a once a year kind of thing. But at night, what you can't see can't scare you. Exactly. That is the mindset, Xenos. Like, I wasn't afraid of heights. Okay, I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of insects. All of those three were around me. I just couldn't see them. I wasn't cold at all. Climbing up, like, I thought I was gonna be cold. So I brought like an extra, like a jacket or like a hoodie. So I wore the hoodie because it was really cold, right? At first, because it was so windy. Oh yeah, it rained, by the way. It was raining when we were going down. So it was such a vibe. Actually, knock on wood, I'm surprised I didn't get sick. I thought I could get potentially... I could have gotten a fever that day, I feel like the next day. Because imagine going, commuting, exposed to crazy heat that day, worked, commuted, went to the hiking place. After the hiking place ended around... I got home around 4 a.m. that day, by the way. Because I think the hike, the entire like guided tour or whatever, is 5 hours. So yeah, 4 a.m. I got home 4 a.m. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, also sticky after the rain has stopped. It was like, yeah, it was, imagine going through intense like heat and then very, very cold. So I liked it. I enjoyed it a latte. Thinking about it, like around 4 or 5, around that. I don't even remember. I'll be honest. It's a blur. It's quite a blur. I will be honest. Including the bus travel. It's a blur. I'll be honest. Stars are worth the night. I agree. At first I wasn't thinking like that because I'm extremely terrified. Did your friend at least enjoy the trip and your company? Yes, absolutely. I was just a little jealous of her because she wasn't like... I was the only one in that group that was panting really hard. Well, what can you do? Like, I look at the computer screen all day, you know? Like, what can you do? Ganun talaga. You got yeah, I got hardware checked, IRL. Yup. I feel like everybody there who attended that hike had like some form of physical activity or something. Same time next week? No, I'm good. Like, it was exhilarating. It unlocked something in me where, you know, like, wow, you know, like knowing that if you slip, you could potentially is kind of exciting. I mean, the thing is, I never researched on the trail, the place. I didn't. I just sort of read the website, and then like, wow, okay. I really tunnel visioned on hike is for 8-year-olds, for children, good for beginners. I'm like, okay, cool. People's Park in the Sky. Nani sore? You see me needed more thrills. No. I'm okay. I want a peaceful life. I'm good. I can get all my adrenaline from Resident Evil 9 if I could play the damn fucking game, or rather, if I can stream the damn freaking game. Understandable. I prepped for the mountain. I climbed, but it still put me through. Right? It's so like crazy. I didn't know how hiking, like actual hiking, could feel a certain way. Yeah, exactly, Skystar. I didn't check the trail because I didn't want to get spoiled. I wanted to, like, you know, that's the exciting part. Like, and also, being in the mountains at night is so magical. All you could hear are like creak, 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 like all of the insects. It's just insects. I mean, I love nature. I think I don't know if I've mentioned this already. I think I might have, but I genuinely love nature. But I'm also afraid of insects. But I love nature. I love flowers. I love the greens. I love trees. I'm terrified of insects. Imagine if I did that trail at night, in the morning. I would have seen so many spiders. Hike is for 8-year-old children that train childhood bugs. Oh, People's Park in the Sky is a mountain in Tagaytay with a mansion. Oh, I didn't know that. That sounds cool. The part about being okay for kids really makes you underestimate. Exactly. I think that reading that really created this different mindset, or made me envision something totally different in my mind. She likes the flora side. And not knowing if there's scorpion snakes or lights is part of the I just know there were monkeys, the cats. Oh, there's a cloud mouse. I wanted to see a cloud mouse. There's a parrot also, and stuff like that. Just close your eyes when you hike it. I don't see anything. I'm just looking at the stairs. I'm totally not looking at all these spider webs. Guys, oh my god. Like, for me, to touch spider webs is like unreal. It's so not me. But then again, I had no choice but to touch supports from my surroundings. If not, I will fall. There were so many times where I lost balance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you feel like your body is leaning a certain way, like, and I cannot count how many times that got me, because I was starting to get really weak. When you get hit with a cloud and your flashlight doesn't hit the floor, that's so cool. I don't think I've climbed that high yet, ever. Just a coincidence, but when you said you love nature, I was looking at a playing card called Nature's Love. Really? What's that? Is that MTG? One thing to know that it isn't your mount. Yeah, no, like I heard climbing Mount Fuji is hard. Also, I came prepared. Like, I had a bioluminescent. Okay, that's not true. I had this really light colored backpack, you know, that's kind of reflective, you know, like in case I get lost. I had a Pocari Sweat inside my bag. I had biscuits. I had some food. I had, what else did I wipes, everything. Like, I was sort of prepared for the hike, but mindset wise, I wasn't prepared. Safety vest, we didn't have any safety vest thingy. We only had a helmet. Only a helmet. Neon colors and glow sticks, ready for a concert. Oh my god. The fact that I wasn't prepared with the shoes too. It just so happens that walking shoes were perfect for this hike because I slipped on some rocks. Oh my god. I swear. It's so crazy that I was able to experience that. I'm trying to remember what else happened. Well, there is learning about the stars. I think that was really cool. We learned about why what's it called? We learned about we looked at the stars, and if a star doesn't blink, it's a planet. We saw Jupiter. The instructor, one of the instructors brought a telescope, so I saw the crater of the moon, and that was really cool. Wait, what? There's a sari store? Well, you know, it's good business, you know. It's good business. It might be a tourist spot, so that's cool. What else? Oh yeah, do you guys know Mercury retrograde? Do you guys know Mercury retrograde, right? Where, you know, it's cause for miscommunication. It's a period where there are a lot of fights with the people around you. So the instructor was saying the reason why Mercury retrograde is true. So this guy is is more astronomy, not astrology. So he's more like quite the skeptic when it comes to astrology. So he was saying that the reason why Mercury retrograde is the way it is because Mercury keeps going back and forth on view, like going backwards instead of just going a single rotation, and that's why we believe that communication is off, because it keeps going back and forth rather than straight, which is something I didn't know. I didn't understand what Mercury Gatorade was, but now I know why it is. Also, the astronomer person said that there's 12 zodiacs, right? There's actually a 13th zodiac, which is the serpent bearer, and on paper zodiac signs are like 1 month each, right? Like the division of zodiacs are always 1 month, you know what I mean? But he's saying that it's not supposed to be the case, because the reason why the real zodiac is whatever constellation is behind the sun. Yeah, Ophiuchus, the 13th zodiac sign. And constellations are not behind constellations are not that are behind the sun. That's like your sun sign, right? So, and he said that that's your zodiac usually, right? Whatever, when the time you are born, whatever zodiacs, whatever constellation is behind the sun, that is your sun sign. But what happened was in current zodiac or something is that it's always 1 month is the range, which is not true, because when a constellation is behind the sun, it's not necessarily a fixed amount of time. And what he said, the shortest time actually is a Scorpio. Scorpio only stays 1 week behind the sun. So on paper, Scorpios are supposed to be less on Earth, on paper. But for some reason, Scorpio is like 1 month also. So I think that's pretty cool. Like, I think that's like added knowledge. I think I really like that. I only know it from anime. What anime is it from? That sounds like cool. I was able to take photos. Ooh, it's clear you could see the Galileo moons orbiting Jupiter. Really? That's so cool. I had no idea. Yeah, a mucus. What else did I learn? I think some of the ones that I learned are pretty much stuff that we all probably forgot in science class. Like, the elements of Earth can also be found in the stars, and how the materials we have are also sort of like produced by stars. I only know it from a video game, a fucus. See, I'd never heard of fucus before. So that was really cool. I didn't know there was like a forgotten zodiac sign. Sounds very... It's giving like... It's giving... I don't know, like a plot in an anime. I really enjoy that. But that was wonderful. I learned a lot. I thought the sun was going to explode. I thought the sun was capable, our sun was capable of doing supernova, but no. Apparently, our sun is not even big enough to do supernova. So what our sun will be in a million years later, it'll just... What's the word? I forgot if it's going to like collapse or it just stops lighting up. Not yet for our sun. So, I also found out that, you know how we all orbit in the solar system, right? And how is it Mercury? Mercury's the closest planet to the sun. Apparently, in 100 million years later, because of how we're orbiting, but it's not exactly in a fixed like place, you know what I mean? It sort of like wobbles and moves to a certain direction. Eventually, after 100 million years later, Earth will be the closest planet to the sun. I take it you've seen the movie Core. Actually, I've not seen the movie Core yet. I should watch that. Our sun is not big enough, but it can turn into a red giant and swallow the Earth. Is that terrifying? It's either that, it can swallow the Earth, it will eventually, like, I don't know, maybe collapse, or the Earth goes nearer to the sun, and then, like, either way, I don't know if Earth's gonna survive. I don't know if Earth's gonna survive, guys. Orbits of the planets are elliptical. Yep. So desu yo. So either way, you know, everything... supposedly the sun will grow too big and then collapse. Yes. So there's that, the sun collapsing or the Earth moving, you know, much closer to the Earth. To the sun, and that it's gonna be too hot. All I know is that I won't live until then, so not my time, not my problem. So desu yo. So desu yo. I agree. But isn't it crazy though? Like, I think the instructor was very skeptical of aliens. I really thought that I guess not all science brain people will believe in aliens. Do you think Earth is such a unique set of circumstances, that's why we're all here, and actually we're the only ones that are, you know, the like capable of having civilizations and technology, and the rest are just kind of like algae or like, I don't know, bacteria. That's the only life the other planets have. We gotta worry about tomorrow's bills first, though. I agree. I'm leaning towards believing in aliens for sure. I really think they're real. I really think they're real. I find it impossible that our circumstance on Earth is incredibly unique, that it cannot be replicated elsewhere in the entire universe. The universe is so big. It's huge. The universe is just literally so, I can't begin to describe it. It feels so limitless. So I find it impossible that no one else has replicated, well, not really no one, no other organism or planet has sort of replicated the kind of a life we have right now. I believe that hard to say, have he even seen beyond the Kuiper belt? Maybe it's somewhere else, you know? Dude, isn't it so crazy that, I mean, Earth is already big, solar system is already big, anything beyond that feels insane. Statistically, it's hard for me to believe that we're alone in the universe. It's just too vast for there to be no other place that will be like Earth. I agree. I feel like the universe feels so limitless that surely after years and years and years and years and years, surely there's gonna be like, oh, jackpot, civilization created, you know what I mean? There's tons of evidence. One of them has to be real. I agree. It's an Area 51 reference. Even long-established laws humanity made are being challenged today. How many more things are we wrong? You know, that's true. There's so many. Where have I read that before? Ah, Umineko. Like the truth is constantly changing. You know what I mean? I think I read that from Umineko, how something that is proven to be a fact today can be proven to be different tomorrow. Like everything is constantly changing. Even supposed facts and truths that we have printed in books or in the internet or whatever, you know what I mean? Isn't it crazy? But before the internet, before the time of the internet, anything written in books or whatever are considered, well, the truth. And now it feels like it's so easy for a truth to constantly change with how easy it is to now update information with, well, the age that we have right now. But also with that comes with, you know, a price. There's a lot of information flowing, and it's very hard to filter what indeed is the real truth or a half-truth or a complete, you know what I mean. Isn't it fascinating and terrifying at the same time? Used to be when you publish a book of facts, it's kind of just there, you know. Maybe sometimes they republish a book or whatever, but isn't it crazy that it used to be a thing? I do remember that the Area 51 raid became a Naruto run party. That was insane. I think billions of light years away, a sentient species is asking that exact. Yeah, like I wonder if there are people like that, like us, but then their technology is not enough to actually visit us yet. We're just so far too. I wonder. Such a fascinating question. We have discovered more than 6,000 planets outside the solar system. Heck yeah, let's go science. Just like one of the moon of Jupiter that's like so similar with Earth, but we still don't know if there is life there. Don't you wish we had enough resources and then just focus all humanity's efforts into just knowing what we don't know? Isn't that so good? Oh my gosh. Europa is one of the best places to may harbor life, but it's currently a frozen ocean moon right now. I remember, at least, you know, growing up, Mars was always the candidate, at least within the solar system. I believe there's life out there, even just microbial at the very least, but we probably won't have any contact with any intelligent life if there were any. I mean, you know, like the microbial, what do you call this, life forms is how basically the start, you know, and then eventually they'll all evolve, you know, with their own speech, with their own language, with everything. Isn't it insane? Okay, guys, isn't it so crazy to think? Like, for example, we move to a different planet, right? Do you think our language will change? Pretty sure our language is gonna change. Sorry, I have to yawn. I feel like there's gonna be like a collective sort of language or very different or derivative of Earth language. It's gonna be English. There's 3 Alice comments of tails trailing behind them. This one has a tail in front of it, yet some people stubbornly claim it's a regular comet. Sure, maybe it's not artificially made. I'll have to Google that. I love the mission where we rammed an asteroid just to see if we can divert it. Really? We did that? Damn. Have you watched the horror movie Life? It's about a microbial life from Mars was transported to the ISS. No, not yet. That sounds interesting. I remember being so obsessed. I had this like space phase for like a week, and I would just watch ISS videos and what life is like, and like seeing Earth from the ISS and just looking down. And then I saw this video too where I think YouTubers went to space and then flew down after. Like you get to take photos, float around and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's fucking terrifying. Like leaving the Earth's atmosphere, being on space for a little bit, looking at the Earth and then slowly descending. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that insane? My word. Oh my gosh, that's true. Hopefully humanity doesn't destroy ourselves before we meet. Yeah. Hold your horses. You know? In an archipelago, there are so many dialects formed. So yes, I think so too, right? I like to make sure that the other species don't kill us when we move to another planet. Yeah, because it's like, what are you guys doing here? We live here. And then you're like, but, you know, Earth's about to be destroyed in a few years. So we're kind of like, you know, trying to move here. And then alien goes like, no, we live here already. You pick another planet. But then like, is there something that you can do? Maybe you like, you know what we have? We have video games, we've got anime if you want all of these, you know, let us live here and then we'll give you all of this wonderful stuff, you know. Don't let them find out about the internet. Oh, I feel like that's the first thing humans will barter with aliens. Like, we've got the internet. This is a culmination of humanity. The internet is, you know, there's so many anime or like movies where humanity has this shared consciousness, like this one central processing unit, yes, CPU, that sort of is the collective thoughts of humanity. And I feel like on paper, I feel like the internet, yes, there are a lot of the diverse ideas, but not gonna lie, I think this is the biggest thing that connects everybody right now. It is the culmination of humanity, the internet. Don't Look Up with Leonardo. Oh, really? What's the story about, Lobster? Had a dream to be an astronaut once. Check what is needed to be one. Oh my god. When I saw the type of sacrifice that you have to do living in the ISS, you know, you can't poop normally anymore. You have to poop on like this tube. You have to cause water doesn't stick to water floats, right, in space and everything. You have to tie yourself to not float away so you can fall asleep. You're basically trapped in space, right? So those are the many it is a great sacrifice that you must do, but you know, if your passion is science and holy shit, like, and only a few people on Earth is able to look at Earth from space, so I think it's pretty worth. Imagine an alien already found us, but they saw that humans started killing us. They just leave. They're like, yeah, you know what? We'll just leave them alone. We'll make sure that they don't discover us, because I feel like if they find us, they might want to visit us, and then we have to blah 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 blah. You know, like, it's understandable. Yep. They're going to be like Ultron when they see that answer. The movie's about what people do when a huge asteroid will hit Earth and they oh, I'll look it up. Yeah, I know, Gilbert. When I was a child, I too want to be an astronaut. But I need to learn. Yes, you gotta learn math, which is, I think, such a huge barrier for me because I'm into science, but you can't do science without the whole math stuff. So never mind. We already managed to intercept one space rock. We did, like, in real life. When I was a kid, I remember my friend saying he wanted to be the first person to land on this. Oh, I mean, you know, children, am I right? Maybe other planets have stealth system around them that make our telescopes see barren planets. Maybe. I mean, who knows? They could be far advanced. What are... It makes me wonder... I'm so fascinated by, you know how animals are animals, but humans have the tendency to create things that are not necessarily necessities for, you know, like, because usually when, as human beings, we need food, shelter, water, and sleep, and usually that's all the basic stuff you need to live, right? But human beings, they're so fascinating because we always strive to make things easier. We always strive to make life enjoyable, which is why we end up, you know, making things and like music, art, writing. It's just so fascinating how, you know, there's making stuff too. Dart project did deflect and intercept. How big is that rock anyways? It's about short stories about humans being awesome compared to aliens. How animals are animals. No, but you know, some animals, never mind. I feel like I'm not really knowledgeable. I only have very surface level when it comes to animals, so I don't want to talk about them anymore. We were born to inherit the stars. Like human beings are the rightful owners of which one? This Earth, this star? There are animals that can use tools, and one of them learned to make stone. Wait, there is an animal that knows how to make tools? Are they like otters? Wait, no, not otters. The one that... Yeah, otters. Are they? No? Not? Looking up discussions on the Fermi paradox, a paradox is a good way to see how people ponder about the question of intelligent life out there. There is a game, which I think I talked about this game before in the past, where there were other intelligent life forms. I'll spoil it right now. Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Basically, there were other intelligent life forms in other planets, but the main characters find out after traveling far and wide that all the other planets and intelligent life forms sort of died. Oh, beavers! Oh my god, thank you, Xenos. Oh my god, why did I think of otters? Oh my god, why did I think about otters? But not really build tools. Oh, I see. So monkeys and chimps. That makes a lot of sense. That it's them. So the closest to us. There was research about a flock of crows that... Oh my god, I heard that crows are like incredibly smart. And was it crows that can remember people's faces? So if you like do bad onto like one crow, since they're like a crew, they kind of bully you. But also if you do something good for crows, I forget if it's crows or ravens, they gift you something. They give you gifts, which is so fascinating. Like, intelligent species are just so... It's crows? Yeah. Okay, it's crows. They're so fascinating. I love crows. Honestly. Tally, there's really no intelligent life on Earth either. If you think about the expanse of the universe, it's like we're intelligent creatures, sure. In comparison to what? Like, what if we're like actually the dumbest civilization ever, and the rest are like super giga high tech, you know? What do you mean they turned horses into girls? Like, the aliens would come in here like, oh, interesting. Like, everything can be waifus. There's a picture of a gorilla using a stick to know the depth of water as they can't swim. It's nuts. That's nuts. That's nuts. Wow. I'm fascinated. I wonder if it was a race. Before we were considered the most intelligent species, right? Like living species on Earth. I wonder if it was a race back then. Like species A, B, C, D. What if there was a chance that birds could have been the most intelligent species? Birds could talk. Birds could, I don't know, make stuff. I don't know. Maybe the reason... so many things to think about. I don't know. I think they have created a simulated version of the existing universe right now. I know it includes the proper scaling of the layer distance as well. Wait. Imagine for like ants to them. No, true. Don't let them see us. Oh my god. Wow, life is fascinating. What do you mean humans can eat rocks? Crabs are the ultimate life form. They have shells. Okay, if there's a certain animal species that you wished were instead our human form, or like our current form, just put like the same intelligence that we have, what would it be? I feel like it's so difficult. I want to be something that runs really fast. Okay, it's a stupid question. You want to be no, I don't want to be a roach. Although roaches have a fascinating So, yeah, we can definitely go airborne. Any. A creature that you know that's really smart will be turtles. It'd be hard. I feel like we wouldn't be able to use a computer though. In Star Trek, there's a species of dinosaur that survived after the extinction event. And they got so advanced that they left Earth and moved to the other side of the galaxy. Wait, that's crazy. How did they make tools? I think the reason why it's so imagine us in any other form is that we're the way that we evolved is so... I mean, the reason why we evolved this way certainly is because of being able to survive. Oh my god, not enough memory to open this page. So many chats. I want to be an axolotl too, not gonna lie. That sounds like fun. They look so cute too. Octopus. Honestly, octopus are definitely capable of a lot of tools. And we would end up living in the sea and create buildings under the sea. That'd be fascinating. I think living under the sea. Evolved a humanoid form. I think eventually, you know, that's so fascinating. Aren't you guys interested how the human race is going to evolve physically after a while? Because we always change, no? Like, don't we always... We've changed over the years. Since we're sitting down all the time, maybe something like that, you know, is gonna evolve like evolve humanity. I don't want to be those aliens in Avatar that have USB cables as hair. That's pretty cool. Let's all be cat girls. Let's all be cat girls, guys. We will be as nimble as cats. Sleep all day kind of vibes. Our posture will evolve. Yeah, kind of like how there's people born now that won't... Oh, yeah! Yeah. Some of them won't grow wisdom teeth anymore. That's crazy. What was the use of wisdom tooth anyways? And why is it called a wisdom tooth? Feels like it only brings pain. Feels like it only brings pain to our lives. That was a lot of fun. I'm just very sad that we couldn't play Resident Evil, but that is my cuento. That is my story. It's already 11. I shall call it tonight, mayhaps. It's still a Friday, so can't sleep in. Stream tomorrow. I am thinking what to stream tomorrow, if I am going to be streaming tomorrow. Actually, okay, before I say bye-bye, I think I have to make a call that I think I will have to... I'm sad to say I think I have to cancel the Resident Evil streams. I think the unpredictability and condition of my tech is sort of ruining the experience that I'm supposed to have for a game that I really, really genuinely love. So I'm really sad to cancel future streams, but I feel like if I keep waiting for my tech to be better so I can stream it, I think I'm gonna be spoiled. And I don't know if I can afford to wait for the next, 4 years again for another Resident Evil so I don't get spoiled. And I am held back by the technology that I have right now, which is quite unfortunate. It kind of ruins the experience for me. And there's so many things that really point me into the direction. Like, you know, I think I should just play and finish it, you know? And maybe, who knows? Like, I remembered I did stream the Ada Wong DLC, you know? Like, maybe when the DLC comes and my tech is a lot better, How about you record and just share your XP? I will see if that's a possibility. Because I think the problem is it's not reaching my PC, which I use to record. Yeah, it might be my router holding me back. It was weird because there were some days where it's okay, and then some days it's weird. I am so sorry, my lovely citizens, that I have to cancel all my RE streams in the future, but don't worry, we'll find a fun game that we can play. You know, there's I mean, I guess, you know, if only my PC could handle RE9, maybe. I'm already on LAN cable, so, you know, it's weird that I'm on a LAN cable and it's disconnecting itself. So it might be an internet thing too. There's a lot of factors, and it doesn't help that it's unpredictable. Like, I'm not even changing anything. Oh well, I am so sorry. But thank you so much, my lovely citizens, for understanding. I will look for a game. I will definitely play Danganronpa 2x2 when it comes out. I don't know when it's coming out, but when it comes out, I'll play it again. Don't worry. Like, we are so going to play that on stream. I kind of hate that games evolve and now it needs better specs despite its yeah. I'm really feeling a lot of FOMO, by the way, with Pocopia. I badly want to play the game, but Switch 2 is like 27k pesos. That's insane. I see so many cute clips of Pocopia, and I'm so sad that I'm unable to play it. It's so expensive. I think you need like $500 for the game and the console. We can play Geo. I'm very bad with GeoGuessr. Oh well, I think the internet is also scared of Aria 9, maybe. Oh, but that means it's gonna be scarier because I have to play alone. Oh yeah, there's Grand Blue. Okay. That's an idea. I haven't even played Brown Dust 2, guys. We need to play Brown Dust 2. I'm definitely gonna... There's a lot of games to look forward to. Brown Dust 2, Grand Blue, maybe Blue Archive. Is the Blue Archive game Steam client already out? Blue Archive... Yeah, Blue Archive's out already. I've not tried this before. What else is... Slay the Spire just released. I love Slay the Spire. What else? Oh. Lostandfound.co. It's on my wish list. Oh, that's so cute. I didn't even know this was on my wish list. That one's cute. Lostandfound.co. It's trending for free. Oh, Grand Blue Fantasy. What's this? What else has released on the stream? Wait, what is this? Fatal Frame 2 demo is out. I played the fuck out of this, by the way. Wait, it released? Wait, you're telling me another horror game released that I love? Oh my god. March 12th? Oh my god, I haven't even finished RE9 yet. You've got to be kidding me. I forgot about Fatal Frame 2 Remake. Deadlock with chat. I'll definitely play Deadlock with chat for sure. Oh my god, I forgot about this. I have to play this. I mean, I don't know if my PC can handle this, not gonna lie. I played the original game of the PS2. For some reason I was okay, but it gave me nightmares though. Like daily nightmares. It gave me daily nightmares. I really love this song. The broken neck lady would scare the shit out of me. Oh, it looks so good. There's a lot of jump scares in this game though. Ah, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I want to play this game. Well, anyway, maybe next time. Is the game good? 2 has the best story. I think it's the best. I feel like out of all the Fatal Frames, 2 is the best story, and if you're a horror game fan, I think you should definitely play what the hell am I saying? Fatal Frame 2. I think it's a must. I think it's a necessity. Finish RE9, make a discussion 3, move on to Fatal. Okay, that sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. I will definitely do that. Yeah, I think that's the best. That's the best ever. I think that's a good plan. I will finish RE9 for myself and for my citizens. I will brave the storm. The bar is House Beneviento. Anything that's scarier than that, I'm out. Well, joke, I'm not out. But I have to meet the gameplay. But anyway, that is it for moi. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for listening to my stories, by the way. I want to say thank you. I enjoyed our Zatsu. I want to say thank you to Idol, Xenos, Raph, Gilbert, Louser T-shirt, That Dude, Amir Relapse, Frog Knight. Oh, I just saw they're called wisdom teeth because they're the last ones to grow. Oh, that's what it is. Thank you, CV Doodoo Head, Gilbert, Skystar. Thank you, Soul Striker 5. Thank you so much for the Zatsu, and I'm so happy that you guys enjoyed my little adventure. Thank you so much. See ya, Miss A. See ya, everybody. I will update you guys if I'm streaming tomorrow or not, but I'm maybe not. I think it's a full day for my vessel tomorrow, so unfortunately probably not, but if there is time to stream, I will. Thank you everybody for watching. Bye bye. Arigatou gozaimasu minna. Take care. Happy Thursday, happy Friday tomorrow, okay? Bye. Oh my god, that's not the bye script. Bye. We are going to raid into Vivi-chan. Thank you guys. Bye bye.